Ever wondered what it's like to literally step into the moonwalker's shoes? Meet Jaafar Jackson, the nephew who said, "Sure, hand me the hat and the glove, I've got this."
Hey, it's Emma, and I'm in an epic mood today. Coffee is coughing, lashes are lashing, and we're about to spill the tea, honey.
So, let's talk. Jaafar Jeremiah Jackson, a singer, actor, and yes, part of the Jackson dynasty. Born in the late 90s in Los Angeles, raised in a family where rehearsals are basically a family reunion. He's been building his own lane in music and acting, and then chose the boldest possible debut move, portraying his uncle Michael in the biopic Michael. No pressure, right? Quick personal moment. I once squeezed into this tiny showcase back in 2016 for Maggie Rogers, the indie pop singer Pharrell Williams discovered in that viral masterclass video. The room was maybe 200 people. It smelled like fog machine and ambition. She hit the first chorus and the whole place just shifted. You know that feeling when talent is graduating right in front of your face? Your brain is like we're witnessing a before and the after is about to be wild. That's the energy I feel around Jaafar, watching someone go from promise to proof in real time.
Okay, let's move on. Basics first.
Jaafar was born in 1996 in LA. He's the son of Jermaine Jackson, who was in the Jackson 5, the Motown phenoms that helped launch the entire family legacy, and Alejandra Genevieve Olazierza, who's Colombian and brought this cool cross-cultural layer to his world. He grew up in a home where music wasn't a hobby, it was the family business.
He cites his musical family, plus Frank Sinatra, the Rat Pack-era crooner with velvet swagger, and Stevie Wonder, the genius singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist, as inspirations. That tracks because Jaafar's vibe is classic meets modern. He's covered Sam Cooke and Marvin Gaye, two pillars of soul. That's not cosplay, that's heritage homework, and honestly, a flex. Then in 2019, he dropped his debut single, Got Me Singing. Polished, catchy, very global pop. You could hear the radio in it immediately. He also built a social media presence as a singer-dancer. Empire magazine called that out, which matters, because in this decade, your feed is your portfolio. If you can nail breath control while doing choreography on video, casting directors see receipts. And speaking of casting, important people roll call. Dad Jermaine set a blueprint for showmanship and harmonies. Mom Alejandra, with that Colombian influence, added a global ear. His grandmother Catherine Jackson, the family matriarch, publicly approved Jaafar's casting as Michael, saying he embodies her son. That endorsement is not just sweet, it's literally brand protection. If Catherine says yes, fans unclench a bit. Director Antoine Fuqua, the filmmaker behind Training Day and a bunch of sleek action dramas, is steering the movie Michael. Distribution-wise, Lionsgate handled the US and Universal Pictures handled international. Translation: big global swing, big expectations, no place to hide. And after a 2-year casting process, they tapped Jaafar. That's not nepotism fast-tracking. That's industry saying we tested people and still came back to the nephew. By the way, there's family precedent for this. Jaafar's half-brother Jermaine Jackson Jr. actually played their dad in that early 90s miniseries The Jacksons, An American Dream. So the family stepping into their own mythology is like canon at this point. If I were Jaafar stepping into the king of pop's loafers, I feel the weight totally. The choreography alone is a high-wire act, let alone the mannerisms, the breathy softness, the laser-precise timing. But also, what an honor. It's the chance to make sure this story isn't just told, but told with care from inside the family memory bank. Now the big question, would an unrelated actor have felt as authentic? My take, probably not. You can study tapes forever, but you can't fake the micro-mannerisms you grow up seeing at barbecues and Christmas, you know? Jaafar's got the bone structure, the physical lines, but also the family rhythm. Casting him wasn't just cute, it was strategy. Authenticity sells. And when the film finally landed in 2026, critics were mixed on the movie overall, but largely praised him, which is the quiet part said out loud. The performance mattered most, and he delivered.
Let's also acknowledge the flip side, Nepo baby discourse. I get it. We're all allergic to seeing doors fly open for some and slam shut for others. But this case is different. When the subject is family, choosing a family member can deepen accuracy. It's not a free pass. It's a higher pressure cooker. If he'd been mid, trust me, fans would have dragged him to the moon and back. Instead, people clock the commitment and the craft. Receipts, baby.
Okay, pause. I want to ground this with the life beyond the headlines. Jaafar's got a big set of siblings, including his younger brother, Your Majesty, who also grew up in the spotlight. He popped up in family-adjacent projects over the years.
There were even mentions of him in The Jacksons' Next Generation, a docu-reality thing about the clan, though the details on his exact involvement are murky. Just saying, the cameras were never too far away. And yes, there was that early 2010 stun gun situation when he was a young teen. Cops and Child Services checked in after he ordered one online. Big yikes, also very teenage brain. Not excusing it, but context matters. When your family's life is public, every misstep becomes a headline. He moved forward, learned, and kept it pushing.
Now for the music lineage. In 2021, he appeared in Tito Jackson's video Love One Another. Tito's one of Michael's brothers, and the track also featured Bobby Rush, the blues icon. That cameo wasn't just cute, it positioned Jaafar as part of the ongoing Jackson message machine. Community, unity, soul. It's the family thesis set to a groove. I also love that Jaafar's influences swing from Sinatra to Stevie Wonder. That's like saying I'm fluent in tuxedo ballads and kaleidoscope funk. It signals restraint and showmanship, melody and muscle. No wonder Got Me Singing felt international from day one. And with social media, he's been, building audience trust one dance break at a time. Let's dissect the film moment for a sec. Principal photography kicked off in late 2023 in Los Angeles, the city that basically raised him. That means he's performing these seismic scenes on home turf. Grandma Catherine backed him. Director Antoine Fuqua kept the camera honest, and when clips leaked from set, the internet did what it does. Freeze-framed every angle. Early whispers were like, wait, that's actually him. That's a look. And when Michael hit theaters in 2026, reviews said the movie is complicated, but Jaafar's performance was chef's kiss. Even a mixed film can mint a star if the lead performance is undeniable. That's the glow-up. Zoom out to pop culture impact. It's rare and risky to debut on the biggest stage possible. Most actors start with a supporting role and work up. Jaafar went lead, playing the most famous entertainer on earth who also happens to be his uncle. High-key insane, but it worked because the homework was done. Family coaching, years of music, and an ear for the classics. Authenticity isn't a costume, it's the rehearsal you can't post. If you're keeping score at home, music in 2019, family collab in 2021, 2-year casting grind, film release in 2026, performance praised. Meanwhile, his personal life, he's been with singer Maddie Simpson for years. They got engaged after a long run together, and yes, that's cute as hell. The perfect couple energy is a no-go unless you put in the work, and they seem like actually doing that. Final thought. The Jackson family has always been a mirror for how we mythologize talent. From the Jackson 5 era to now, they shaped their own narrative. Jaafar stepping in as Michael continues that pattern. It guards the legacy, but it also opens the door for new chapters. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more music from him that leans into those Sam Cooke and Marvin Gaye roots, but with 2026 production sparkle. Maybe even a brother collab with Your Majesty. Manifesting. Next time, we'll dive into the world of celebrity family dynamics. Think Kardashians, but with more guitars and way fewer lip kits.
Okay, we covered a lot. This was a ride, and I need to hear your take on this. Drop me your spiciest opinions, keep it cute, and until next time, slay your day.